Good afternoon, Ms. Caleb. My name is Deirdre Jackson, and I am the behavioral health provider for the medical team. I have my doctorate in behavioral health, and I'm a licensed professional counselor. The physician has referred you for a consult. He stated that your primary diagnosis is restless leg syndrome. Do you mind if I ask you some questions about your health experience? Okay. I thank you for this opportunity to work with you, and hopefully we can find a resolution or find some interventions for your health concern. I would like to thank you in advance for completing your insomnia severity index. You scored a 9. That's about, is right at the borderline of being clinical insomnia. So it's like sub-threshold. So there is some concerns about your sleeping patterns. So I did want to tell you that that assessment helped us to kind of more focus how we would obtain information about your current experience, and so we can better develop interventions for you. Okay, when did this start for you?
Many years ago.
Many years ago.
Mhm.
Okay, uh, how often does it happen?
About 3 times a week.
About 3 times a week. Okay. Does it occur at a particular time in your sleep?
Yes. But these days, hmm, I don't sleep as much as I should.
Okay.
I wake up too much
You wake up,
in
you
the
have
night.
a lot of interrupted sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think about what happens just before you wake up in the middle of your sleep?
Not really. Just wake up, look at the clock,
You
go
wake up,
back to sleep.
you wake
Or
up,
try.
wake up,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at the clock. Okay. Um, Immediate after the problem, how long does it last? How long do you stay up after this interrupted sleep cycle?
About 4 hours.
About 4 hours. Okay. What time do you usually go to bed?
Hmm. 8, 9, something like that.
Eight or nine.
Not really.
Okay. When you're going to bed, do you go directly to sleep?
No, it takes about an
Take about an hour or so. Okay. What do you think that's causing this new bout of restless leg syndrome? What do you think that's
hour. A
causing
lot of
that?
stress.
A lot of stress,
That's not as much as that.
not as much as it has been. Is there anything that's particular in the stress that you're experiencing that sets it off? Is there a dynamic or a relationship, or is it an event that has kind of set that off for you?
Hmm, I don't know. It sets me off that I just have to be there, tell you the truth.
Okay.
Of what?
Your place of work, your place
Mm-hmm.
of employment. What is that like? What is the stress like at work?
It's actually it's calmed down some. It was had a lot of paranoia, but I'm getting better at it now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
things are coming down.
Okay. So when you have these patterns of interrupted sleep, say like if you were had a night of interrupted sleep on Wednesday, describe your work day
It's
that
horrible.
that day.
Sleepy, irritated.
Okay.
Basically, I'm more irritated than anything else.
So you experience some irritation and some, okay. Okay. Is there an exchange or anything prior to that, like with a customer, with a manager or something
Mm.
that may be causing that excessive stress, which disrupts your sleep?
I don't know. But my
Okay.
manager, I guess he's a pretty good guy, but yeah, there's some stress with him, I would say.
Okay. So is that between the dialogues that you're experiencing with him on those days?
Yes.
Okay. So what I've heard you say so far is that you've had leg syndrome for a good percentage of time of your life. This new occurrence that you're experiencing, you do believe that it may be stress related. The stress that's impacting you currently is that in which of your place of employment. Uh, it's been an extremely stressful time right now, uh, and sometimes I guess the dialogue that you're having between you and your supervisor may
Mhm.
be impacting that, kind of offsetting that restless leg syndrome. Is that an accurate assessment of what's going
It's
on?
pretty accurate.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay. Um, in your sleep pattern, when you're experiencing this interrupted sleep, what what time is there a specific time? Like you said, you go to bed at 8, and it takes you about an hour to go to sleep, so that's about 9, 10ish. What time do you typically wake up during this interrupted
Mm,
sleep pattern?
between 12 and 2.
Between 12 and 2.
And most of the time, I never go back to sleep.
Okay. And you don't go back to sleep.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so before we begin to try to develop some interventions and doing, I want to know what you've been doing prior, because if you've had it all your life and this is a new occurrence, what have you tried before when you've had other restless leg syndrome series? What have you tried before to cope that has
Just
seemed
get
to
up
help?
and walk around for a
Okay,
while.
walk around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you walk around?
Probably about 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay. Has that strategy been successful for you in previous occurrences of this interrupted sleep?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, when if this strategy is not working, what other strategies have you incorporated that may have been more useful?
I haven't. I
Okay.
guess I need to learn
Okay.
something new.
Okay. When you do this walk around, are there any accidental negative results after you're doing the walking? Like, does it do something else to you when you do the 15-minute walk around?
No.
No accidental. Okay, good. Uh, all right. Well, let's after looking at the 9, I was concerned about that, so we want to
Mm-hmm.
try to look at some cognitive therapy strategies. One of the things I want you to do is to take a sleep diary, and we're going to do the sleep diary for a 2-week period. And on that sleep diary for that 2-week period, we're going to record how certain things are impacting your sleep patterns. Okay. So, some of the things I want you to try to kind of incorporate is kind of lifestyle management type of things. With restless leg syndrome, if we have some increase in vitamin 12, B12, and some magnesium, you incorporate foods with those things in your diet, kind of like poultry and eggs, and foods high in magnesiums could be cashew, spinach, and some brown rice. Some of those types of things to kind of we'll give you some more details on the type of diet if you want to kind of incorporate that in there. But there's some other typical lifestyle management strategies that you can use. No caffeine consumption after 4 p.m. You know, if you drink coffee, kind of hold back on that. Keep your bedroom kind of cool. Sometimes we find out if our rooms are cooler at night, and it kind of it helps us kind of gets our body temperature down and it kind of prepares us for sleep. No exercising within 2 to 3 hours of bedtime. So if you're going to bed at 8, we don't want to work. We don't want to do any workouts that starts 6 and after. So we want to kind of do our workouts earlier in the evening. So how ready are you to kind of incorporate that into your pattern?
We can start
That
tomorrow.
you can start tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I would give on a scale from 1 to 5. I guess we're going to assume that you're at a 5. You're ready to incorporate that. That's great, Miss Kayla. Uh, One of the other things I want you to try to kind of incorporate too is kind of get your body kind of tuck it out a little bit. You know, like we used to with kids when you have a son. You know, when you really wanted him to go to sleep at night, you kind of put him out on the playground and just let him kind of run. So we want to kind of incorporate that kind of theory within our daily life. So I would
Mm-hmm.
like to see if you can increase your physical activity. Let's do some mile walking. Let's do at least 30 minutes of walking a day for 3 days out of a week. And then that's gonna be one of the facets that we're going to kind of cover in our sleep diary. So On your sleep diary for 2 weeks, we're going to monitor the following things. What time did you go to bed? How long did it take you to fall asleep? How many times did you get up in the night? What time did you wake up? Total hours that you slept, and the amount of exercise that you had incorporated, the days in which you incorporated sleep. And at the end, we're going to monitor, it's going to ask you at the sleep diary, how well did you feel or how did you feel when you wake up?
Okay.
So, how do you feel about that sleep diary?
Sounds pretty good.
Okay. Well, we're going to try that for 2 weeks and then we'll meet back in 2 weeks and we'll have another like 20-minute session and kind of review the results of that and see how well that has helped you to deter uh, the interrupted sleep. Because I know you said to the physician you want medicine is going to be a last result. So that's why he referred you to me. And I'm glad that you're so open to these strategies. Look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks, Miss Caleb.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I hope that turned out pretty good.